All right, to keep things nice and PG-13, we're just going to keep some volume down here low so the background chatter can kind of be there, but you won't quite really pay attention too much. But all I can say is that it really calms the mind when you are overhearing the discussion of your belayer's last illicit drug high. All right, here we are, and we're at the Waterfall, a place I've been wanting to go to for quite some time. But let's just be quite honest, cracks are hard. Basalt cracks are
I
hard.
believe so.
Their waterfall is pretty tough. It's known for some good, solid climbing, and the easiest there are some sandbag 5.9s, and everything starts at 5.10. So I really wanted to go there when I knew I would have the strength to be able to commit and feel confident in placing my pro and moving through pro, and not end up being disappointed if I backed off and then didn't come back for quite some time. So I wanted to make it really successful for my first time at the waterfall. And the good news is it became pretty successful from the very start. So there's a couple climbs here that are kind of the classic first climbs that you do. And one of them, of course, is black and tan, which you will see in another video. And then there's also Smilin Jay. Smilin Jay is a very fun climb, and it comes in at 510C. Both black and tan and Smilin Jay come in at 510C, and again are like some of the easier climbs there. Even though there's like I think another warm up 5.9 right around in the area called Labor Day, and then some other routes over there, like 510A, I think, called the Sword. Might be wrong on the grade on that one, but anyway, in the book, which by the way, if you get a chance to buy the Northern Arizona or NAZ Basalt, a rock climbing guide, I really highly suggest you pick that guy up. You know what? I think I will actually even put a link in the comments below. Dreefy, I believe, is the, let's see, it's Dreefy Designs. You can probably look that up online. But, I will put a link down in there because I bought this guide and holy cow, this thing is fantastic. David Bloom, one of the guys that, has been putting up stuff in Indian Creek and here in Sedona for a while, is one of the guys that, helped out with this. But they put together one heck of a fantastic guidebook. The pictures are fantastic. The descriptions are fantastic. And it's reasonably priced. I got it on like sale. I think I only paid like $39.95 for it or something like that. But check it out. Again, Dreefy, I think is the name. But you'll find it online. You might even see another sale go out at some point in time across Facebook. That's how I got it. I immediately clicked on it, and I could not be happier with this guidebook. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on about the guidebook and saying how fantastic it is. Even though, yes, go out and buy it. Support these guys. They did a lot of hard work, and they really deserve to sell this thing in high volume. Anyway, okay, so back to Smilin Jay. Super fun climb. I was, again, a little worried that the 10C was going to be super stiff. Hey, yeah, sure, I've been on-sighting some 11As and 11Bs sport, but that's sport. Trad's a whole different story. I've been doing a lot better. I always loved cracks. And been trying to get up to Indian Creek for quite some time. Unfortunately, I keep on getting skunked by weather. Hoping that maybe fourth time's a charm next fall in October or something like that, but we'll see. Anyways, kind of why go all the way up there when you've got this, right? I mean, 9 hours versus, for me, it's about 3. And this is amazing. Yes, it's basalt, not sandstone, but it is absolutely fantastic. And everything I did had a lot of different variety to it. That was what was really cool. So, Smilin Jay, 105 feet, 510C, David Bloom and Jay Marhofer in 1993, double rack to 1.25. I did a double rack to 2, and it was definitely sufficient. I use all BD cams, so Z4s and then ultralights. I find them to be just pretty much the easiest to go by. It's what I've started on, and yes, I've had other brands as far as ones I've borrowed or ones I've actually even purchased. And there are other brands that are good, but there's a reason why a lot of companies, Petzl included, if you look at what's just come out recently, have basically copied the Black Diamond design. They're the original as far as that double axle goes. It does make a big difference in expansion range, and it's Black Diamond, so you know that it's rigorously tested. It's super high quality. They stand by their work, and you know that they're going to take the falls, and that the ratings are solid on there, on each cam, and everything is again of high quality. So took a double rack to number 2. I also use offsets. I use Black Diamond offsets, and I bought, as you just saw me using there, Jim Waz nuts. That's the only way that I have any type of balls whatsoever, is because I have Jim Waz nuts. That's right. I bought his little HB offset brassies a little while back when he decided he was going to thin out some of his gear, and I found a spot over on the right wall that took one of his little brassies perfectly in this section where it gets kind of funky. It's a little wide and flared, and there's not really any way to put any gear in that section very easily and very well. You could put something, probably a 0.4 in the rear, but it would be kind of wonky. You'd kind of have to like twist it in at an angle, and my hands kind of are right around the area where you'd be able to do it right now, but it just didn't seem like it would be too easy to place, and that little constriction was out on the right wall, and I had those offset brassies, and man, did that work perfectly. Might be able to get something in that little section right there, that little thin guy, but again, hey, we have something that's going to keep you off of the edge of the wall if you do fall, and is a little bit more a little easier to get into. I had to stand up anyway to be able to get to this point, so I don't know if I would have been able to reach that little tiny fissure up in there at that point. So, and I think right there in that shot you just saw looking down, that chalked up little slot there, that was the one I was talking about. You could have gotten a 0.4 in. But anyway, like I said, found a cool spot there out to the right, and then got another cam up a little bit higher, either 0.3 or maybe actually I think a 0.4 right there. So, Smilin Jay, 510C, double racked 1.25. Start on Snap Happy's ramp, but immediately go straight up a broken crack to a left-facing corner. Climb up the corner with a varied crack, through a stem box with parallel cracks to reach an anchor above a ledge on the right. This is a favored warm-up for many, despite a little hollow rock in places. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really find a lot of the hollow rock that they speak of in that description. It seemed really super solid to me the whole entire time. Everything at the Waterfall is really solid feeling, and that's what's a good confidence builder here, is that you know that if you fall on that gear, it's gonna hold, it's gonna stick. It's not like other areas that are sandstone, where that sandstone that layer can break, and the cam can skid out, and you can pop it out, and you either have to stick in double pieces, and or you have to bury it really, really deep. This stuff, it sticks. It's really, really solid. It's super fun to climb on, and I was feeling really stoked on how well the climb went, and how quickly I adapted. I have gone out to Sullivan's Canyon, which is a little miniature version of like the overlook, same kind of darker basalt, and I've worked on that stuff, so I do have some familiarity with the basalt cracks around here. But this is a little bit different, a little lighter colored, as you can see, and a little more crack centric, less weird kind of pockets and things like that, like out at Sullivan's. And I think Overlook has a little bit of that too. It's been a little while since I've been there, but yeah, this was definitely a far more of a full-on crack feeling experience. It was really cool. I believe that Smilin Jay was one of the first routes that was ever put up at the waterfall. I think I might have read that on Mountain Project. I may be wrong. Maybe I'll correct myself in the comments, or correct myself before I actually publish this thing on YouTube. But we'll see on that. So, without any more rambling, I'll let you watch the rest of the video. Hopefully I've given you a little bit of beta on this guy too. Highly suggest any of you tradaholics or aspiring tradaholics that want to go test your metal on some really fun routes that are very safe, very easy to protect, and very straightforward as far as as far as the crack climbing goes. No, it's not continuous jamming like in Indian Creek, where it's the same size for multiple feet at a time, or hundreds of feet even, and doing the same moves over and over and over again. It is something that's I wouldn't say it's like face climbing with putting gear in cracks. That's kind of what you see out at Red Rocks and things like that. It is really, as you can see, there's jams, there's full-on hand jams and finger locks. There's a lot of stemming involved in a lot of these routes. At least that was my experience. But without any further ado, I'll just let you watch the rest of it. And yeah, thanks very much for watching.
You can take. I'll just run up there and clean as I go. Yeah, you can lower.
How was that?
I told him about